Today we're going to review what fraction families look like. These Skittles may look familiar to you from Bunch and as first graders, but we're just going to review what the first four fraction family names are and how to tell where they fit. So first we're going to start with one whole. Here's one whole. He's a circle. He's all the way around. He's one whole piece. It's like when you have a sandwich. One whole sandwich. Now, let's pretend, because I'm sure you've been in a situation like this. You have had a whole sandwich and then you needed to share. I'm going to take my one whole and I need to cut him into two pieces because I need to share. So I'm going to pretend to karate chop this into two pieces. I'm going to cut this piece in half. And now my one whole has been cut. It has been cut into two pieces, two halves, one half, two halves. Now watch what happens when I put the two halves together. Here are my two halves. They match perfectly with my one whole because they're the same. It's just that that whole was cut into two pieces. Now, let's say I was going to have a sandwich and I had one whole sandwich and then I had a friend come over and we were going to cut that sandwich in half, but then I had another friend come over and that wouldn't be fair not to share, so we were going to cut it into three equal parts. We were going to cut it into thirds. Watch. It looks very much like my whole, but now I have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. Oh no. I'll lay them down. I have 3/3. It's just like the grade that the third graders are in. They're in the third grade, and thirds stands for 3. 3 of the same equal parts. Now when I put them all together, they will still match up to my one whole. Lastly, so I have a sandwich and my friend comes over and we are going to cut it in half, but then our other friend came over and so we were going to cut it into thirds, but then we had my sister show up. So that equals 4 people, which means I need to make 4 equal cuts because everyone likes it to be fair and fractions like to be fair too. Everyone has these equal size. So we're going to look at this fraction family. This fraction family has 4 equal cuts. And remember what I said about remembering the grade names. It's like the 4th grade. Here's 1 equal cut, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. When I put 4/4 together, I have to hold them carefully because they get squirmy. 4/4 is the same as one whole. They're equal. It's just that it's been cut into 4 pieces. Now, let's look for 1/2. So I'm looking here at my half family, and I only need 1. This is 1/2. Now, what would that look like if I was coloring it? I'm going to trace my one hole. careful. Try not to get on the wood. It's kind of a wonky circle, I know. There. Make it look a little bit better. Now, I want to color in 1/2. There's my half. So I'm going to create my 2 whole equal pieces. 2 equal pieces, my 2 halves, but I'm only going to color in 1. I need 1/2. And that fraction looks like this. 1/2. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. This time I want to find 1/3. So I'm going to make my wonky circle. Oh boy, that one got a little crazy. And I'm only going to take out one of my thirds, and I will create my cuts. Now remember, thirds is like the 3rd grade, which means there's 3 cuts. 1 cut here, 1 cut here, and then voila. There are 3 pieces, 3 equal pieces, if you're not judging my artistic ability. So now I'm going to color in 1/3. Color in this 1 from the 3rd family. This is 1/3. Now, lastly, I have 4ths. I'm going to scooch this. And remember, my 4ths, they get a little crazy. Oh, they did okay when I grabbed them, but I actually need my hole. My goodness. So I'm going to grab my hole, 1 hole, and be careful as I go around my wood. Skittle. These are like the Skittles in the stamp game, just much bigger. And I'm going to grab my 1/4. And I'm going to be careful when I make my cuts. 1/4. I'm going to set it here, and I line it right up so that they're equal. I have 2/4. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, hold still. Then I have 3/4. Check this out. Wow, 4/4. Now, I want to color in 1/4 here. This is 1 from the 4th family. This is 1/4. Now you're going to do a follow-up activity, and I want to see if you can find some fractions.